It's coming up, 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 it's coming up.
It's Biscuits and Backshots. I was like, how many bars are we?
I was gonna keep going.
It was like 8, 12, 16. Oh
you
my
flew
god!
past the it's
Wow,
there.
are we doing 7, 6? What timing is this? Time signature is this?
Don't always start it again. No.
What is the better not?
You better watch out.
That's right.
You better watch out. You better watch out.
You better watch out. You better watch out.
I love that. I watch that every Christmas time.
That reminds me of
Does it?
for some reason, yeah. Speaking of
I can see that.
speaking of the topic for this week's episode is going to be racism.
What does that have to do with?
It's one of my famous segues.
Oh, I see. So it doesn't have anything to do with it. You just made it up.
Yeah, I mean, we both know that. I don't think anybody can accuse that man of being racist.
No,
from
not
the
anymore.
story that he told us in the car outside 3DXI.
Yeah, no, we better not.
Yeah,
we might have to blank all
we
this
won't be
out.
sharing that, but
He's certainly not.
he is certainly not
Certainly
racist.
not.
But yeah, topic of the week
this-
is racism.
Backshots over here picked it.
I'm not Backshots.
He picked the topic.
Don't know why you're
I
doing
was editing
third-person
these,
thing.
and you agreed to be Backshots.
Never
The
did.
first time we brought up.
You
the
edited
movie.
it. You could have put whatever. You could have made me
I
sound
didn't.
like I said that.
The first time you were like, "I'll be Backshots because my snake is named Biscuit." You didn't
What?
want it to be Biscuit.
No,
and Biscuits.
you're gaslighting me. You're like a stereotypical
No.
abusive
No.
husband in a movie right
That's not
now.
true. That's not even stereotypical.
That's what
That's
you're
quite
doing.
novel.
Nope, that's what you're doing.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. But you did.
Nope.
That's true.
My feelings are
the
hurt
first
now.
time, and then every sequential time, you've
Okay.
been like, "I'll be
okay.
Biscuits."
Okay. So, see, no. Well, okay. Let's explore this a little bit.
Mhm.
So, Biscuits and Backshots.
Yeah.
Harks back to the pirates.
In it, yeah.
Trading biscuits for Backshots.
For backs.
Okay?
I'll gladly give you a biscuit for a back
Right.
shot
So,
today.
you're saying you have the biscuits?
I don't know.
Your biscuits, so you have the biscuits. There's no reason,
I
rhyme or
always
reason for someone
imagined
who
it
wants
like
biscuits to be called biscuits when the other
Biscuits-
person has biscuits.
Biscuits is known for making good biscuits.
So he has the biscuits.
And Backshots is known for giving good back shots.
Right. Okay,
That's
you
the
know
way
what?
I see it.
Okay, I'll go. Since I think, I guess in my mind I had always thought of Backshots as receiving the Backshots. I don't want to receive Backshots.
No, we won't be giving you back
I got all
shots.
kinds of fucking like little peach fuzz on my back. I'm gonna get all fucking stuck in that. No way, dude. You're giving the Backshots.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
okay. I don't like it, but I'll be back.
Okay, good.
Thanks for tuning into this week's episode. We figured it out.
We finally figured it out. We can start the clock again. This is episode 1.
1.1.
This is the third episode 1 we've done. Because originally it was One Bitch. I've been editing the podcast.
Oh, I forgot about One Bitch, Two Bitch.
Yeah, it was originally One Bitch, Two Bitch.
I
and
miss One Bitch, Two Bitch.
It was okay. It wasn't that funny. I like Biscuits and Backshots better. I feel like people be... Like, when they sift through the
annals.
the ancient ruin they find this podcast in. If they saw One Bitch, Two Bitch, it'd be like, ooh, primitive. But if they saw Biscuits and Backshots, once they
They'd be
translated
intrigued.
it, they'd be like, whatever could this mean? And they'd be highly disappointed that we never explain it. No, we did just explain it. Oh,
Not
no.
fully.
No, that's true.
There's way more to it.
It's.
He had a wood.
one
He
that-
got his head bit off, a neck bit off by a shark.
Old Peghead.
Peg neck.
I bet you're wondering how I got me wooden head.
How I got me wooden back.
Me old back was bitten off by a great white shark. This is funny. I don't think we've ever brought this up.
That's wild. We haven't brought up the origin of Biscuits.
This is probably the 20th episode or some shit, and we've never mentioned what Biscuits and Backshots is supposed to mean. That's great. And it still isn't abundantly clear.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about, like... It was obviously we were doing our, like, stream of consciousness sort of, like, yes-anding. But
yeah, it gets pretty out of control.
Yeah, it goes fast.
To be honest, the funniest things we do happen... Yeah, that's not true. Sometimes they're on the podcast, and I've found a few of them.
The funniest things?
Yeah, but most of them have been outside of the podcast.
Oh, we've been also doing
keep talking for 7 hours after the podcast is done. This is just a snippet.
We've also been doing this for...
over 15 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, like 17-ish. Nah, 16 years. Half our life.
Yeah, we haven't.
Half our life we've been talking about stupid shit, and we still haven't ran out. Because the world just gives us fresh material.
It's a fresh new hell.
It's a fresh hell. Yeah, if we lived in like Ireland or something, you can only do so many leprechaun blarney jokes.
Yeah.
I assume that's what they joke about there.
Speaking of Ireland, and since the topic is
racism. Are you talking about the NRA?
No, you mean the IRA?
No. National Racism Association of Ireland.
You know what's funny is that the it's not. I don't want to get too political. I was going to talk about.
I'll shut it down.
Like the caber toss games, and I'm just now realizing that's Scottish and not Irish.
Same thing.
See
that? Is that racist or is that xenophobic?
It'd be jingoist.
Fucking goddamn. Okay, jingoism versus jingoist versus xenophobic. Because xenophobic is entirely based off the country they're from, right?
No, xenophobic is just a fear of any sort of outside anything.
I feel like
jingoist would be more specific, I think.
Well, this is the part of the episode where we look something up.
Hold on, there's been so much crinkling.
So much, man? This happens like once every couple.
Well, I think the first few episodes you had the crinkling directly on top of the microphone.
Yeah, I gotta put it somewhere. Xenophobic. Having or showing a dislike of or prejudice against people from other countries. Like I said, countries.
Yeah.
So, jingoism, extreme patriotism, especially in the form of aggressive or warlike foreign policy.
Oh.
Okay, so jingoism versus...
Look at that.
Nationalism.
I think
jingoism is nationalism in the form of aggressive and proactive foreign policy, such as the country's advocacy for the use of threats or actual force, as opposed to peaceful relations in efforts to safeguard what it perceives as its national interests.
So I guess jingoism is the end result of the nationalism in terms of how they deal
proactive as well.
It's like, not only are we the best, but we will slaughter all else. Which, it's pretty A to B, I'd say.
So jingoism is active.
Yeah.
Nationalism is passive.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can be nationalist. I guess you can be jingoist too. But you can't be jingoist without being nationalist. It's like turtles and tortoises.
Right.
Or portals and porpoises.
Speaking of turtles and tortoises, did I tell you about one of the most frustratingly funny things that I read on the Reddit about a week and a half ago? It's the one with the cougar, the mountain lion.
No, maybe. I don't know.
So, video is a family walking through the jungle, like a path of some sort. Family walking through the jungle, filming. White family, probably fucking vacation of some sort, backpacks, whatever.
On safari.
Yeah, safari. And, then you can see, like, the wife is filming, daughter, young daughter, is probably like 8, I would say, is in front, and then the husband is in front of her. And then you just all of a sudden hear the wife go, but like in a really like forcedly quiet way. Yeah, like she started to and then kind of caught herself and made it quiet. And then she just turns the camera over, and the daughter like notices the reaction and then kind of walks behind mom a little bit. And she turns the camera, and in the jungle, I want to say, I'm bad at estimates, but I want to say like 10 feet
Close.
in the jungle, very close, is a cougar, like crouched down, looking right at him.
Waiting.
And you can just, like, it's deafening silence. You know, everyone's sitting there just waiting, like, what do we do? Oh, God. And then finally the cougar kind of, like, gets up and just walks away a little bit. He was like, nah, whatever.
I was close.
Probably just saw the kid, and then he was like, fuck, there's 2 big ones.
There's more,
But, the caption on the post was, what would you do in this situation? You know, sort of thing. And people were like, oh, I would never go to the jungle, or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm scrolling through the comments, and then I see one, and it said, I'd probably Puma pants.
Well done.
And I went, God damn it. And then I looked at the comments on that comment, and the top comment on that comment was, God damn it.
No.
Thousands of upvotes. I'd probably Puma pants. And then I was like, is Puma really an accurate term? Is that a stretch? And I look it up. Yep.
That's really
interchangeable.
Yep.
Puma, cougar, mountain lion.
Your panther's different.
I think panther's different. Yeah.
Panther's a jaguar.
Yeah.
Or a leopard.
Leopard and panther are 2 different things.
There's so many
subsets.
Yeah, there's so many different words for the same cat. Ugh.
Yeah. I'd probably Puma pants too.
You know, I'd like to think that I'd
shed some weight so you can run faster.
I'd do the thing where you spread out your jacket and you go wah, wah, wah. 'Cause they hate that. They hate it when you do that.
I know.
They get real miffed and go away.
I'm getting quite vexed.
I'm like, oh, really? Trying to look big.
You know, it's easy to think about, like, well, I would do this, you know, blah, 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 whatever, et cetera, et cetera. When really, like, you don't, not you necessarily, but you, plural, don't really fucking know until it happens, you know?
Yeah.
Sure, you can get training and that kind of thing, which is all well and good, and it increases the likelihood you do the right thing. But have you seen the video? It's an older video of, it's like 3 friends, and they were in kind of like, I don't know necessarily how to describe the landscape, moose territory.
Yeah, Moose Town.
Moose Town. And
is this the caveman yell?
Yes.
Yeah.
The dude who has the big walking
starts
stick
charging the guy, and then he holds up the walking stick like a spear, and he's like, "Roar!"
There's just fucking caveman yells, and the moose stops dead in its tracks and runs away.
Yeah, which is, I mean, good on the guy, but the moose really made a terrible mistake there. He could have just plowed right through that guy.
Oh man, like, if that moose hasn't seen humans before, and then it just all of a sudden it sees it raise up something above its head. Animals can't usually do that.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine that's just like, nah, not worth. I don't know what that is, and I'm not going to take the chance. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big part of existing in the wilderness. Is if you don't know about it, you don't want to fuck with it.
Yeah, it's not worth learning.
Especially when it comes to weird animal behaviors and mushrooms. Don't test them. Rely on the wealth of experience.
What if you found a mushroom?
Oh God!
In real life.
Yeah.
And it was small. It's like palm of your hand size, okay?
Okay.
And it looks exactly like a Mario mushroom.
That's a Flyaminita, likely, and that is a berserker mushroom. You do not want to eat that.
What if you want to go berserk?
I super don't. There's a good chance you die just from the poison.
What if it had a smiley face on it?
That seems like a trick.
You picked it. You picked the mushroom.
Why did I do that?
Got a smiley
It might be a
face.
dangerous...
You did. You'd already taken another mushroom, so you were kind of out of it, and then you picked this one.
I was collapsing in on myself after taking a...
Yeah, purple one.
Yeah. I felt like a fly trapped in a jar, and so I wasn't really aware of what I was doing.
You know what I've always kind of found fascinating about, like, the mushroom scene?
Huh.
So I watched this little documentary on mushrooms. Actually pretty interesting. But all of the foragers, mushroom pickers...
Oh, like the wild mushroom people?
Yeah.
I thought you meant like psilocybin.
No. I'm maybe, but usually they're just picking them for cooking or whatever.
Yeah, they like
but
cool mushrooms.
Apparently,
They're fun guys.
we're all done here. Thanks for tuning into the last episode of Biscuits and Backshots.
This is the third last episode.
Yeah, everyone was saying, all the foragers and everyone I've talked to that has passionate about mushrooms, whatever, says that it's totally fine to pick them.
Really?
Yep.
I would not have thought that.
Neither would I. Because pretty much everything else in nature, it's like appreciate it from a distance, take only pictures, leave only footprints, sort of thing.
Well, especially with how
apparently with mushrooms, it's
procreate.
like, yeah, fucking pop them out.
some
Whatever,
of them,
dude.
As soon as you touch them, they like poof out an explosion of dust spores.
I wonder.
And that seems like if it's very poisonous, you don't want it to do that.
Well, this is obviously, these are people who know what they're doing when it comes to picking mushrooms.
They don't get their face right next to it and breathe in really
They're
hard.
not willy-nilly
Yeah.
picking everything they see.
I would like to know more about mushrooms. My girlfriend got into it for a bit. She liked mushrooms. But I just, all those things where you have to like bird watching, where you gotta classify things.
You don't have to.
I mean, that's like the only thing about it.
You just watch birds. Just
I
watch
guess
them.
so.
You'd be like, that's a red-bellied dick
Bird.
pecker.
Yeah, you'd be like, that's a red bird. I see it.
That's a bird.
I've watched it. Complete. I'll mark this off. I saw a red bird.
I will put a check mark on my piece of paper, on my blank piece of paper. Check. One bird seen.
Did you know there's a Wikipedia about competitive bird watching? And on the Wikipedia,
What
there's a
could
scoreboard.
that possibly look like?
Well, I mean, if
I'm
it's
expecting like a tournament.
Yeah,
Like they're
well,
all,
yeah,
they're all
there is.
released at the same time.
No.
And it's like, go!
There is a
How many
thing
birds
like
can
that.
you find in an hour? They'll run around.
Yeah, that's how some of them are, like the short-term ones. But there's also the long-term, like how many birds have you seen
Ever.
Yeah, and there's a scoreboard online where like this person, he's the greatest bird watcher. He's seen like 10,000 birds, and it's like I saw that and I was thinking like, how do you know? Did anyone?
Yeah, where's the...
Did you go through
It's
like
like
an
Pokemon
encyclopedia?
Snap, like you gotta put it in your fucking Pokedex.
Did you? Yeah, like how do you register? Did you have to take a picture? Because presumably not. Presumably you just had to see it.
They're just lying.
Yeah, you could have just been like, I've seen 10,000 fucking birds. Beat that, shithead.
I saw 2 pigeons fucking from about 4 feet away.
Yeah, I wonder
if that's on there. How
if-
many birds have you seen have sex? Because I'm on that board.
Yeah, I'm on that board as well.
I've never really understood the whole bird watching scene. I understand that it is a peaceful activity. It's relaxing. You get to be in nature. You get to see cool birds. There are a lot of different cool birds. But why is that one so ubiquitous? Bird watching. Why is that species? Or is that...
Well, I mean...
No, it's not a species. What's the step above species? Genus is below, I think, right?
I don't. Phylum, kingdom, class.
One of those.
Yeah.
Versus, like, insect finding.
Yeah. Insecting.
There are so many insects.
Or herping, which is another thing.
What is herping?
That's for lizards. Or,
oh, that's cool. Why isn't that? What the hell? Why bird? I guess because birds are everywhere.
Yeah, and I mean,
easy.
That goes back to like Victorian times, because birds were like, you know, the most amazing thing back in the day. You saw a bird, it'd be like, I saw a bird I'd never seen before. Everyone wanted to hear about it. You know, like
there wasn't TikTok.
All the people at the bar were like, "What? You saw a new bird?" And they like fucking
gather around,
jerk you off under the table. They're so
it's
excited
the bird man
to hear about the new bird. Yeah, because there wasn't fuck all. It wasn't fox hunting season, so you just go outside and look for birds, and it became like a whole society. Whereas, you know, lizards. If you live in a place with lizards, it's just like
it's boring because they're everywhere.
Yeah, it's like you go around and fucking categorize squirrels and shit. There's not like a huge variety, you know. In some places there's a big variety of lizards, but it's not as easy to recognize as birds. But yeah, I don't know.
We're spiders.
Ugh, yeah.
Spider watching.
That sounds
staring at them up close with binoculars.
My girlfriend does that. So we got these cobweb spiders in the corner of our doorway to the bedroom. She calls it the knitting circle.
Oh, that's so cute.
It is. And they're very, very small, so it doesn't bother me too much. But sometimes
I touched
I'll
a spider today.
What?
Yeah, I touched one.
Why?
A little jumping spider.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he was inside the house.
You found another jumping spider.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Plenty of bugs in our house.
Damn. Yeah, I just got fucking cockroaches and the cobweb spiders, and they're at war. I think the spiders are winning. I haven't seen many cockroaches around lately. Which is good. I'm glad we have the knitting circle. But whenever I walk by the doorway and I have my phone light on, sometimes I'll catch it and then there'll be a big spider shadow on the wall. I'll be like... And then I have to drink to forget.
I have to drink water until I forget.
I have to take my forgetting drink, which is water.
It's unfortunate.
I have to drink so much.
You have to drink water until my brain swells.
Luckily, no one's ever gotten hurt from drinking too much water.
Not once. There was someone who died from a radio contest from drinking too much water.
Really?
I think it was up in Canada. Yeah, it was Hold Your Wee for a Wee.
Oh, God.
This is when Wee first came out. And yeah, they had people on the show. They're like, alright, just drink, fucking 1,000 gallons of water or whatever, and the last person to pee gets a wee.
So did you just have to keep drinking water? Was there no, like...
I think it was probably like a...
You
have to drink a gallon on the show or something like that, okay. I imagine. But
he drank it too fast?
No, he held he held it until, I believe, his bladder exploded.
Fuck.
Or... I'm sure there's other physiological effects that come from holding your...
Hyperhidrosis.
He probably died from a kidney stone, would be my guess.
A kidney stone so big he died.
Oh, God! Oh... I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. Actually, no, I would.
I have some pretty bad enemies.
There's a guy in particular. I'd want it to split his dick in half.
Oh, man.
Like a microwaved hot dog.
Oh, God. Or an ovened one. You can cook them in the oven.
Will they split like that?
Oh, yeah. They fucking popcorn.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I remember one time I went to the liquor store, and I was telling the guy at the liquor store about something that happened. I think I had like a migraine or something. It was something kind of innocuous. And I was like, yeah, I've been having this problem. And the guy at the liquor store is like this Russian or Ukrainian guy. And he's like, oh, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. And I was like, you must not have very many enemies. Because that's kind of like the whole thing about enemies, is you wish him ill because they deserve it.
Well, he's saying he wouldn't wish it upon his worst enemy. Yeah. He would wish it upon his second worst.
Oh, I see. He
of the other ones, but he's got bigger plans.
He's more terrible things to do to his worst enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that phrase is always sort of rubbed me the wrong way.
Oh, so that's one of yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yours is, what was it?
Well, tell me how you really feel.
Yeah, tell me how you really feel.
It's not even like I could see how people would be like, oh, someone said that to when he was feeling sensitive, and it really got to him and it shook him or embarrassed him or whatever. That's not even the case.
Yeah, I don't think
no one's affected me with that other than it bothering the shit out of me when I hear people say it.
I'm not even sure I've heard
2 other people
anyone say that to me. I think I did hear it back in the day, like in elementary school.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it essentially does mean the opposite of what it means. Don't tell me how you really feel. Is the intention behind it, which isn't good. But
it's like at least that's more like openly dickish instead
I don't
of
want
that
to hear
weird
about it.
backhanded dickishness.
Yeah, that's a leftover from when it wasn't cool to be excited or sad or anything about anything. It's like late grunge period.
I actually heard it in a movie, a surprising movie, The Big Short.
The Big Short.
Yeah. Ryan Gosling, Steve Carell.
Right. Was that good?
Other people. I thought it was cool.
Okay.
I thought it was interesting. I mean, I didn't know anything about it, so I'm always down to watch a movie where I also learn, because I'm a fucking nerd.
Yeah, I feel like if I just start playing a movie in front of you, you'll be the perfect, like, you'll have no expectations about any movie.
What do you mean?
But like you'll watch some garbage if that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And you won't have heard about it because you don't care about such things. So you're like
garbage,
the perfect,
like a bad movie. Or?
Yeah. Like I could throw on, I don't know, The Room, and I would definitely get a fresh take from you. I could also throw on one that's supposed to be good. Like,
I fucking hate it.
Like artsy movies, especially.
Oh, I would hate that.
Have you seen Call of the Void?
Movies that insist upon themselves, and just try so hard
swan
to
diving up their own asshole.
Yeah.
This is a movie. About movies.
My roommate actually put it on. I walked out and it had just started. A little bit into it. I would wager to say, well, definitely in my top 5 movies of all time.
Huh.
Dale and Tucker versus Eagle.
Oh, I love that one. That was a good-ass movie. Yeah.
I love that because it pokes fun
at
the movie tropes. You know?
While doing them. It's good.
Yeah. And it's a goofy comedy, whatever.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah,
I used to have a list on my phone because
What was the bad movie you walked out of?
That I walked out of?
Yeah, you just said that, didn't you? Or am I tripping balls?
I'm tripping, bro.
Didn't you just say that somebody put on a... Oh, was this just about artsy movies in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought
really
there
was a specific one.
A big fan of that kind of stuff. There was one movie, I don't know if I'd necessarily even classify it as artsy. Fuck, I do not remember what it was called, but...
What was it about?
It was just... I saw it at his house.
Oh.
You know.
What is this, Requiem for a Dream?
Nope, I love Requiem for a Dream, though.
I hate that movie.
I love that movie.
It's so dreadful.
That's why I love it!
It's like, there's a lot of artsy movies like that where it's like, it's really good, really well done. I'm never watching it again.
Oh, I 100% will watch Requiem. Anytime I'm feeling bad,
that's so
anytime
wild.
I'm down, I watch Requiem for a Dream.
Like, I can understand.
That's my feel-good movie.
Like, you play a song that makes you very sad.
No, fuck that.
I get that, because that's 2 minutes, you feel it, it's over.
Nope.
It's not.
It's 2 minutes, you feel it for the rest
hours.
of the day. No, Requiem for a Dream, and I think I've talked about this on the podcast.
So, I mean, the movie will stay with me all day as well, but it also takes 3 hours to do.
But you watch Requiem for a Dream. I watch Requiem for a Dream.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, I think I've mentioned this before in the podcast, I go, you know what? I got it pretty fucking good.
Oh, I see.
That's my thing. People will put on, like, dude, One of my least favorite movies, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, yeah, you definitely mentioned this.
I do not like that movie. Really, any of the, like, Spring Break, those movies?
Well, especially
don't
that
like
one, though, because it's like this guy who's like, I'm cool.
He's the coolest
I know I'm cool.
dude.
Nobody in the movie, there should be
And
at
there's no
least one
consequence
person
of
who's
any
like,
sort.
that guy, I don't like him.
His
I
sister,
couldn't explain to you
his
why.
Sister, his sister hates him.
Yeah.
But
she's the only one that makes
even
sense.
Even
Everyone
at
else
the
has
end,
been like fucking
she is about to
Stepford Wives
to
like
like sell him out, so to speak, at the very end when he's about to get caught skipping school.
Right.
And then I guess goes like, he's my brother, I love him. And then he goes to his room and his parents come in and they're just like, oh hey, and everything's great.
Yeah.
No consequences.
Hey,
We're
we
not saying
saw
there should be
today
consequences for skipping
on
fucking...
the news where you were on a parade. It was definitely you sang.
Like, I'm not sitting here being like, there should be consequences for skipping school. That was irresponsible. Whatever. My thing is, like, don't just make him a god.
Yeah, he's not... It's not realistic for him to be that cool. And the things... I think
and if he did do that in real life, people would fucking hate him.
Yeah.
But no one hates him. He's a god in that movie.
It's one of those things where it's like... It's impossible to write that character correctly because nobody is actually that cool.
Yeah. Like, if they did...
If they made it perfect, like Ferris Bueller was, like, absurdly charming and funny...
Nope.
Then you'd buy it. And it'd be like, wow, I wish I was like that. Exactly like that. Because that is objectively the coolest person alive. But no. And the closest you get is like John Wick. And the beauty of him is that he doesn't really say much. Yeah. He doesn't give him a chance to ruin the image, you know? But yeah, Ferris Bueller doesn't fucking work. And I got excited because I heard about like I heard from my dad or somebody about that movie. It's like, yeah, it's about this kid. It's really cool, and he skips school, and it's like a big adventure. And I'm like, that sounds up my alley. I watched it, and I was like, this is fucking boring. And I didn't like it. I can't describe why I didn't like it.
And Cameron? Poor fucking Cameron.
Oh, yeah.
His buddy?
He gets shit on.
His buddy who he just essentially fucking uses?
Yeah. That's
and everything goes bad for him, and he just has to sit there and third wheel with Ferris Bueller and Simone or whatever the girl's name is.
He's there as the pedestal for Ferris to fucking sit on.
And at the very end, he just has to face the consequences of his actions.
Yeah, he gets 100%.
Because he fucking destroyed his father's Ferrari because of Ferris Bueller.
Yeah,
he wouldn't have been in that fucking situation. But now he has to face the music and deal with the consequences of his actions and face his father, which is honestly pretty good character development.
You know,
Ferris Bueller didn't have any of that. Nothing.
He just
went, no, Cameron, don't do it. And Cameron went, I have to. And he went, okay, see you later.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me drive your fucking... And Cameron wasn't even driving. Yeah. Ferris was the one driving
like a
Cameron's father's Ferrari.
Yeah, it's fine.
Why the fuck wasn't Cameron driving that? No. It's like he just accepted the fact that he was going to be the third wheel.
Yeah, if Ferris Bueller was
in his
real,
own life,
he would be a sociopath.
Oh, 100%.
And this is actually a good idea for a movie. It's a similar story, but it's the friend is the main character.
Mm-hmm.
And Ferris Bueller has this weird power where he can adjust fate so that everyone thinks he's the coolest and everything goes right for him at the expense of the main character who gets all of the fucking, disdain and bad luck that Ferris Bueller fucking sheds away with his, mystical item or whatever it is.
Cameron snaps in that movie.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
When he just comatose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Catatonic, I should say.
Yeah, he disassociates.
He completely disassociates.
This is fucked.
And it's like, what? How the fuck?
It's because nothing is making sense.
Ferris and his girlfriend occasionally are like, Cameron,
mm-hmm.
Hey, buddy, snap out of it, buddy. It's okay, buddy. Like, they're still going and fucking hot tubbing and shit, and just dragging Cameron along instead of trying to make sure that he has everything he needs to feel fucking better.
Mm.
I just called one of my friends to check if they were okay because they ended all their fucking sentences with a period. And those motherfuckers are sitting there putting him on the diving board of a pool while they sit in a hot tub. Fuck Ferris Bueller.
He's such a dick.
He's such a dick.
He works really well as an antagonist, I'll say. Like, really making him, like, the bad guy who for some reason everyone loves. That'd be the crux of the movie, is that he doesn't understand why everyone thinks this guy's cool, because he's not. He's a shithead. His jokes aren't actually funny, but everyone laughs at him. And
he just says everything with a smirk.
Yeah.
That's it.
He finds out that the sunglasses he always wears are fucking, they have a trapped Babylonian demon in them, which fucks up, it fucks with
charms people.
Yeah, exactly. And then he has to fucking, he has to face him in single combat or whatever at the end. That'd be a good movie.
That would be a good movie.
You know what movie I hate? Is Call of the Void.
Call of Duty? Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Terrible movie.
It's a bad movie. You have to do...
Yeah, it's like...
It won't play on its own.
I have to do this movie myself.
I have to do fucking everything? Jesus. But no, it's Call of the Void. I forget the director. It's the same guy that did Irreversible, which is a better movie, but still... It's one of those ones where it's like the whole movie's in first person. And it's a guy he's living in Japan, and he's like doing drugs. He's like,
Does he talk?
Yeah, a little bit at the beginning, but like 5 minutes into the movie, he gets shot by the police because he was buying acid in Japan, and he tried to flush it down the toilet, and for whatever reason, the Japanese cops shoot through the door and kill him. And then for the rest of the movie, he's a ghost, and he's just floating around as a ghost, and like time shifts around, and then he like relives some of his memories of like traumatic things, and it's none of it is like narrative at all. There's no structure. He's just floating as a ghost, and then he sees the present, and it's like he watches his sister fucking her boyfriend, and then at the end of the movie he flies into his sister and is born again as the baby she had when the ghost was watching them fuck. And at the end of the movie, he's a baby. The end. And it's just like, the fuck was that? What the fuck was any of that? It didn't make... There's no point. Like, there's no, like, message. Apart from maybe, like, ghosts are real. And there's no, like... There wasn't any overarching, like... There's themes... But it wasn't a story. It wasn't fun. It was over 3 hours long. And it's just one of those movies. It's like either you think it meant something and you don't want to watch it again because it makes you feel bad to see. It's not enjoyable. But you did like it. Like Requiem for a Dream is for me. Or, like me, you thought it meant nothing and was a huge waste of time, and it made you feel bad, and you're never watching it again. It's one of those art movies, man. I can't stand shit like that.
Hearing you describe, not necessarily the movie, but why you hated it, makes me think that there's a pretty good likelihood that I would enjoy that movie.
You think?
Because that's, like I said, anytime I'm watching a movie, like there was that episode, did you ever watch Love, Death, and Robots? Black Mirror?
Some of it. It's one of the ones I saw some of Black Mirror. Black Mirror is good.
I don't remember which one it was.
It made me feel bad.
One of those shows.
Some of them.
But there was an
cool
episode
and scary. That's another thing. The Ghost movie, you were never afraid because the main character is a ghost. The only things that happened were sad or weird. And not like weird, like, Escape from New York, Cronenberg weird. It was like he's watching his sister fuck. And he's just a ghost floating around. And it's not even like, exciting or interesting fucking. It's just like regular people. It's like essentially just being a voyeur on people's actual lives.
So it's Hollow Moon.
Not even. Because at least in that, like, the acting was bad enough for it to be like... interesting again, you know. This is like right in the middle. It's well done, well acted, but the actual like plot line, the story, everything was nothing. It was just watching normal people live their normal lives from the view of a ghost who occasionally remembers a fucking car accident he was in. And it's like, that makes me feel bad. And also means nothing. I can't describe to you enough how little I think that film actually stood for. It was just an excuse to be like, this has never been done before, and it's artsy, and it's gonna be very impactful, but not like impactful in a lasting way. I don't know, I just didn't fucking like it. I prefer like Synecdoche, New York. Even like Melancholia, the Lars von Trier movie, because that one, it's those ones, actually, both of them, they're so sad that they fucking become hilarious. Because the worst thing always happens, you know? And there's a narrative structure as well, which makes it more watchable. It's just like 3 hours of nothing, man. It's like reality TV, except no Guidos punch each other in the face. It's like if on The Real World, they were just like fucking quietly eating, you know? That's what that movie is. It just doesn't seem good, man. I don't know. Yeah. Do you really think you'd enjoy that? Yeah, I recommend you check it out, because I want to see what other people think of that movie. Because it's one of the ones that's like, you know, it's film school people know it, and they'll have an opinion, but I don't want to talk to film school people about films. It's miserable. There's a thing with film school people, they always want to have, you know, they want to have a insightful opinion about movies, no matter what movie it is.
And that's, like I was saying, there's an episode of Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh, right.
I was like, I'll let you go on your monologue here. So there's an episode of Love, Death, and Robots. It's called Jabaro. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, unfortunately for the readers, they can't see this, but you just Google it or use whatever search engine you use in the future.
Is this the one with the spider thing?
No.
Ah, okay.
So there's that lady.
Right.
For the listeners out there, it is a lady wearing all gold, golden jewelry, like you're just completely dead, like a golden woman, essentially.
With dead-looking face.
And the whole episode is essentially like surface level. She is essentially a siren. So there's this battalion of soldiers, like sword and shield sort of thing, walking by this lake. She comes up, she rises up out of the middle of the lake and starts dancing. And I believe there's like music to the show, but I assume maybe they can also hear it. I'm not really sure. But yeah, they all just start running into the lake to try to get her, and they all sink to the bottom and drown. Except for this one guy, he like gets to her, and they start doing some weird like dancing thing, and then and then they just continue hanging out for the rest. Hanging out, very loose term, for the rest of the episode. And it's very, you can just tell right off the bat, it's very artistic, and they're going for things, because I don't think there's any spoken word in the episode. And then he like rips all of the jewels off of her, and she's just devastated because that was like her thing, and whatever. And a lot of the scenes are shot in fast forward, so it's very chaotic, very hectic. The way it was filmed was very interesting. I actually appreciated the way it was filmed. It was very unique. I hadn't seen anything like that before. The choreography, the filmography of it, videography, whatever. But I was watching it, and I'm like, this is my main thought on that episode, and why I didn't like it, was because it felt like someone's college final.
Someone's trying to be arty.
Someone's trying really hard to be
yeah.
artistic and putting as much artistic shit in there as they possibly can.
Mm-hmm. Trying to buck convention.
And that's what, like, it's a very highly rated episode, and there's all kinds of videos and threads and forums and whatever
that's
talking about
like
that episode and trying to explain how
they see
it worked and what
arty.
The story behind it was and how the ending worked and what tied it all back together and what the motifs were and the themes and all that shit. And I'm like, I just want to watch something that's enjoyable.
Yeah. I mean, I really, I went to film school, and while I was in film school, I was really like, you know, I like movies that mean something, and, you know, several years have passed since then, and I've had to live like a normal, not exciting life like everyone does, and I gotta tell you, I don't feel like that anymore.
Yeah.
I want
that episode was for art students.
Yeah,
that's what that was.
For art students to fucking latch onto because it's such a blank, nothing slate. They can latch onto it and project their own, you know,
it's like Bella
portrayed
Twilight.
Wisdom onto it. Yeah, exactly.
They just put a scoop of vanilla ice cream in a bowl, and then everyone can add whatever sprinkles and toppings they want.
Yeah, exactly. And there's so many movies like that where it's like, oh, you know, there's like a sort of there's a manic pixie woman, and then but she doesn't get with the guy, and then for 20 minutes it's a scene of them silently doing a car ride, and it really bucks convention. It's like, no, it doesn't. It's just shitty. It's just garbage. It's not like, if you have something to say, I don't mind movies with something to say. I don't hate it, but it's you really have to be conscious about the experience, because there's a lot of, like, I was dragged to a lot of, like, Russian art house films, and those ones are intentionally designed to be like, you know, this is made to make the audience fully uncomfortable.
Oh, like Funny Games.
Yeah, less like that, because that's at least fun in a way.
Funny Games?
Yeah. I mean, it's grisly.
The whole point of it was the director was testing what can I put the audience through while they will still watch it. His goal was to get people to walk out of the movie because it was so fucked up, and people didn't.
I've seen what's the fucking, My Name is
Earl?
No. There's another movie about a guy who's like a psychopath, and the whole movie is him going throughout his day, and he's basically acting like a normal person on the exterior, the things he says out loud, but you also hear his inner narration, and he's full of hate and just self-pity, and it's like 2.5 hours of that, and he does really fucked up things. He like kills a dog at some point, and he like murders people, and then at the end he kills himself, and everyone was like, wow, that was really intense, and I'm like, I'm glad he killed himself, because that's what needed to happen in that movie. The director realized that if they don't have this man kill himself at the end, you're not going to feel good.
It's like what they should have done with fucking Ferris Bueller.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
The director should have realized, if we don't make any consequences of this, that he doesn't have to pay any price, that everyone's going to fucking hate it.
Yeah.
And apparently he didn't, and he was right in not thinking that, because everyone fucking loved it.
But yeah, no, these Russian art house movies, like, there isn't anything you want to wince from. It's just black and white, long shots of a field. There's a sad
artistic
woman. Yeah, it's just like, it's not a movie you watch in the theater. It's a movie you project onto the side of a fucking art museum. And in that case, it's like interesting and fun, and you can walk away from it anytime you want. Nobody's going to be like, why'd you walk out of that movie? It's like, it wasn't a movie. It was a fucking portrait, you know? It was a portrait that makes you uncomfortable.
A portrait that lasted 3 hours, and you're supposed to sit there and look at it for 3 hours.
No fucking thank you. Movies take too much time for me anymore, man. I rarely, like, unless it's like
Lord of the Rings.
Unless it's a horror movie that's gonna scare me, like I've heard good things about it, or it's funny, and even then nowadays, like, I'll watch like part of a movie. Well, anyway, I'll probably cut that out. It's depressing. Fucking. But yeah, I don't know. I just can't see myself making a day of going to see a movie that hates me, that doesn't want me to have fun, you know? And that's why I don't want to watch Requiem for a Dream. The music's good. It was a good movie. I saw it. Checked it off the list.
Oh, there's...
I don't have the time in my day to do it again.
Like, I expressed already why I enjoy Requiem for a Dream. And that is, like, a slightly comical reason, for sure, but it's true. I think another big reason that I enjoy it, compared to, like, Donnie fucking Darko...
Ugh, yeah.
A big reason that I enjoy it is because, yes, there's a message, and the message is, like, addiction is fucking easy and bad. And it's watch grim, out.
Very grim.
And it'll tear your whole fucking life apart.
But unlike Donnie Darko,
that's Requiem for a Dream.
Tongue-in-cheek a bit, because it's also a musical.
Yeah, so like the message is there. And it's put forth in a very clear way.
Clear and entertaining. They actually made it
a movie that forces you to sit there. If you want to get any level of enjoyment out of it, a movie that forces you to sit there and figure it out. It's like giving someone a fucking present and putting it in a box, in another box, in another box, wrapped up in tape, duct taped around it, locked with a master lock. Like, just making it difficult shouldn't be what makes it fun. Like, the whole, like, wrapping it in duct tape, whatever, that kind of thing, is funny as a prank. Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever.
There has to be a present
but it's not like, the present was so good because it was layered upon layered upon layered upon layered upon layered. Because at that point, it just feels like the fucking director is, like, jerking off. Yeah. Being like, look at how good I am at directing. Look at this. Instead of, I want the people who watch this to enjoy themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, that's necessary for me now. And it didn't used to be. I really appreciated garbage like that because I was pretentious and I wanted people to think I was smart because I got...
Exactly, because they want to be the people, like, fucking conspiracy theorists who can go out and be like, oh, you don't know, but I know. Mm-hmm. I have a special subset of quote-unquote skills that allow me to see through all of the layers of this artwork.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you can do... But here's the thing about that, is, like, I don't hate that people will study film to that point where they really like the puzzle. The problem is that some of the puzzles, they don't have a unique answer. They're not a Sudoku. It's just a jumble of numbers.
So it creates discourse.
Yeah.
So it creates... it's just so that people can fucking talk about it. Mm-hmm. You know? Because if people talk about your art, it gets popular. Mm-hmm. If people go, no, that's not the answer. This is the answer. Versus having a clear-cut answer where you go, oh, that's the ending. Okay, cool. Like fucking Jabaro and all of the different forums and threads and all of that talking about the meaning behind it. Yeah. Because it's very vague, like you said. And people are just trying to slap whatever they can onto it so that they can look like they know.
Yeah. And it reminds me of, you know this song, Black Hole Sun?
Yes.
I was trying to fucking puzzle out the meaning of that song at one point. And I was like, what does it mean? And I Googled it, rather than, spending too much time on it. I went to the wealth of knowledge already there. I went to the well, and I looked it up, and the guy who wrote it was Chris Cornell, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was saying there isn't really a meaning. He just chose words and themes that fit well together, and it sounded good. And I was like, aha!
Yeah, look at that.
I mean... It's like Jabberwocky, It's a poem made up of funny mush-em-up words that does form a bit of a narrative, but all these words don't actually mean anything.
It's funny you bring up poetry. There's a poem. It's like the only poem that I don't remember the whole poem. The only poem that had an effect on me to the point where I remember it.
Yeah.
I read it in like freshman or sophomore year of high school. I actually have it. It's not super long, but we'll read it to you because it's actually very pertinent to what we're talking about.
Should I play some music in the background?
If you could just beatbox, that would be great. That's too much. Could you use like the brushes for the drum for the? All right. Introduction to Poetry by Billy Collins. I ask them to take a poem and hold it up to the light like a color slide, or press an ear against its hive. I say drop a mouse into a poem and watch him probe his way out, or walk inside the poem's room and feel the walls for a light switch. I want them to water ski across the surface of a poem, waving at the author's name on the shore. But all they want to do is tie the poem to a chair with rope and torture a confession out of it. They begin beating it with a hose to find out what it really means.
I like that.
Yeah!
It's like, nah, that's not what it's about. Just
like, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be about, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. And
it's
you know
art.
what? I certainly don't harp on filmmakers that like using ambiguity. Like Inception, the top doesn't need to fall at the end. You can make it up. It doesn't matter. Because it's two choices. It's binary. And Chris Cornell, he made songs that, he made a song that sounded pretty, and it was entertaining, but at the end he didn't have an intended meaning for it. It doesn't have to be.
Exactly. Doesn't have to have.
It's actually day one of film school. The first thing they teach you is that the only rule you can't break in film is that it can't be fucking boring. And that's the one that people really want to break, it would seem. That's the one that makes it super artsy, is when it's fucking dreadful.
Because if you're looking like you're able to sit there and enjoy it, looking like you're able to enjoy watching a 3-hour picture,
Russian Jerkoff
empty fields and shit, it makes you look on the outside
to be thoughtful and interesting.
Like you know what's going on.
Yeah, no. What's your favorite movie?
Oh,
like
number one?
Yeah, number one.
Holy shit.
Mine's easy. It's Good Burger. Because it's really good. And I don't need to explain it. It's a great movie. Also, there's a sequel coming out soon. I'm excited for it.
That movie that I mentioned, the show that I watched at house, that unfortunately I cannot remember the name of. I might be able to find it if I did some searching. But, yeah, that one was really good. I very much enjoyed that one. Just like college kids and they go on a fucking trip to Europe and
Euro trip?
Do stuff. Yeah, no.
Beer fest.
Yeah, they just go on a trip to Europe and do stuff, but it's not. It's pretty dark. Yeah. I would say. It's not necessarily like something happened, they run into a murderer or whatever, but they just run into like their own normal real world issues and shit. Yeah. Really enjoyed that one. I really enjoyed Road, but that's about motorcycles, so that's kind of, Dale and Tucker vs. Evil, definitely very high up there. And there's a movie I don't think I've ever met somebody who has even heard of this movie before.
Antichrist.
No.
Not boring. That one's not boring. Cuts his dick off. Willem Dafoe cuts his dick off in that movie.
That's great. So, the other movie that I very much enjoyed, that I remember enjoying, was Everybody Wants Some.
Oh, that sounds fucking familiar.
I might have told you about it.
Probably. That's probably where I know it from.
It's a movie about, I believe, it's either high school or college. It's like a transitional movie. So there's a baseball team, and again, high school or college. I want to say college. And they're all having fun, they're all having a great time, and then it comes time where, like, senior year is going to end, and they're all going to split ways. And the entirety movie, at least what I remembered of it, what I gathered from it, what I got from it, was just them all hanging out and talking, and there was definitely that level of the intended, like, oh shit, they're having fun, but they're gonna have to part ways, and they all accept that, but they don't know if they really want to acknowledge it, or if they'd rather just sit there and enjoy the moment. But the dialogue, the conversations that these dudes had was so real life.
The golden moments.
It wasn't movie shit where everything is working towards something else.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're watching a movie and someone coughs,
Mm-hmm.
you're
Or
like,
takes
oh,
a
they're
piss.
sick.
Yeah.
They're going to die.
Right.
Someone coughed, they're sick, they're going to die. No one just coughs for no reason in a fucking movie. They're coughing because they're sick, or they're coughing because they want to make the situation feel like it's uncomfortable,
Yeah.
or there's some kind of gas in the air, or whatever.
The same reason no one says goodbye on the phone on TV.
It's just the way they talk to each other is so natural and organic and real in the way that men talk to each other. Because in movies, I feel like when they're trying to get across the point that like dudes are talking like dudes, dudes are talking to the dudes, this is dude talk, it's about fucking sports or women or cars,
or they're needling each other.
It's that, the teasing,
Yeah.
like, ribbing on each other sort of shit, which is real, that happens. But it's often laid on really thick,
Yeah, there's nothing
and in
else to it.
unnatural ways. But in that movie, Everybody Wants Some, it's all contextual, and they do it in ways that aren't like, oh, he said this, Fred said this to John, but it seemed like John didn't really like it, so that's the start of them having discontentment with each other. It's just, they just rib, they just talk, they laugh, they have fun, whatever, and then the movie ends, and it's sad because they have to split up and go different ways. But there wasn't an overarching like, this is what you should learn from this movie.
It's
you
just
know?
I like that. It's really hard to pull off that level.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It sounds weird, and that's a lot of times why I like movies with low ratings.
Did you ever see The Trip?
They have low ratings.
Did I ever show you The Trip?
I don't think so.
It's about two voice actors or actors, and one of them's like old and one of them's like young and fresh. And the idea is that like the old guy's still trying to be big, you know. He's like C level at best. And he gets an offer before he goes on this trip with this other guy who's sort of got like a hostile relationship with. They have really good chemistry, but they're always like
chemistry.
Yeah,
chemistry.
That's it. Yeah,
that's the word I could use for that movie.
They're sort of at each other's throats a bit, but the whole point of the movie is that like this guy gets an offer, but he has to go to Hollywood and leave his kids in the UK for like 2 years or some shit to do this show, and he's sort of deciding whether or not he wants to. But the main thing about the movie is that it's just them in doing a road trip in the UK, and they're like fucking talking like people talk to each other if they were really funny people who could do cool voices. But they're like literally almost all the movie, like the best part about it is that they're just like having normal conversations, and it's really good. I don't know, I think one of the reasons I really like it is because it's a lot like us talking.
So like, shooting the shit?
Yeah, shooting the shit. Sometimes it's serious. Sometimes it's really fucking funny, and that they just drag the bit out really long, and then keep coming back to it.
Yep.
That's good. It's a lot like that. I like that kind of shit.
It's hard to write, like you said, it's hard to write realistic dialogue in a movie, especially when they're crunched for time.
Oh yeah.
And they have to, continue pushing forward the plot.
Mm-hmm. Like even the art house situation. I mean, the script has to be on point, or you have to have actors who can improv that, which is hard. And even if the script is on point, you have to have actors that can do it.
Yeah.
And you have to have the time and flexibility to get all that done. And even if the whole point of the movie is to just do that, like you only have 14 hours in a day to do it, if that, depending on what your lighting situation is like. That's just really hard. And the idea of doing all that for like 4 months, 14-hour days for 4 months, and then, 2 months on either side for pre and post production just to make some shitty Jerkoff fest about being a ghost. Fucking unacceptable. I'm still mad about it.
It just popped into my head. Pulp Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Big movie. A lot going on.
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction, I feel like Quentin Tarantino, I haven't seen too many of his movies, but I feel like he has a tendency to do this. He adds in scenes where the characters talk about things that aren't going on in the movie.
Yeah, he tries to make a real conversation, like the when Royale with cheese kind of shit.
Yeah, Royale with cheese. Well, that was, you know, the one that popped into my head was Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta talking about the foot massage.
Oh yeah,
the foot massages. I'm the foot fucking master. You know.
Yeah.
I love that because in no way, like, I get that it's there to show, like, to show that they're characters, that they, you know, that they're goofy, funny, but it makes it real. Like, that's
that's why
not everyone is
Tarantino
a fucking
got big.
action hero.
Because in Reservoir Dogs, he did that kind of shit too, and he does that kind of shit in almost every movie he does. I haven't seen Hateful Eight, so I can't guarantee that, but I think there's some of that in Inglourious Basterds as well. But yeah, that was his big draw because it was so unusual for that.
Well, like, wait a minute, there's not going to be a foot massage scene later on. And what the hell? Why'd they put that in there?
The same reason why Kevin Smith got big, because Clerks was like that too. Even though, you know, it's not part of the story. They talk about Star Wars for a bit because that's what people fucking do.
Yeah. And
people can be funny on their own without having it to be, you know, plotted out in advance. Although all that shit was plotted out in advance. But they just made it seem like it wasn't. And
they did a really good job with it.
It was really novel. And I feel like that's a big key, is sort of like breathing life into the fucking script. Yeah. Which I don't. I've tried to do that a number of times.
It's hard.
I got like a low batting average on that. Mm-hmm. Because when you have a place you want a story to go, it's pretty tough to just put in some, you know, regular minutia in there.
That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. I got the fucking piss right now. My bladder's gonna explode.
Okay.
leave it recording.
What was I, oh, fuck. Pulp Fiction, talking about art. I don't remember. What are some other movies that I've enjoyed? This is going to be a really boring part of the podcast because I have not seen many movies. Avatar is pretty good. Oh, I saw Titanic 2. There is a sequel to Titanic. It's a B movie, C movie. I don't know how the hell they got the rights to call it Titanic 2. Maybe I just don't understand how that stuff works. But it was B for Bravo. I'm trying to remember. Obviously, it ran along the lines of. I was telling him about Titanic 2.
Titanic 2?
Yeah, buddy.
What?
I watched it a couple days ago.
Hold on, is this like a parody version?
No, it's a B movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Essentially, they get on a ship. It's called the Titanic 2. Everyone's like, it's Titanic 2. We've prepared for everything.
They totally won't sink this time.
Oh no. Oh, fuck.
That's awesome.
What has happened? But there was a scene in it. I like watching B movies because I have a really hard time with judging movies that are meant to be good.
Yeah.
You know, because I watched The Trope where I'm like, oh, you know, it's a fucking horror movie. And she's like, oh no, I'm all alone. I guess I'll get naked and get in the shower with all the lights off. Like, fucking, you know, it's just frustrating. Horror movies are notorious for that. But B movies, you watch it and you're like, okay, I watch it. And I'm like, okay, this is stupid and is very likely intended to be stupid. There was a scene where I had to catch myself. Because I don't want to spoil Titanic 2 for you.
Okay, that's fine.
There's a scene, this dude is trying to, like, escape the ship, the bowels of the ship, with these two women. They run up to this door, and it's, what is the what's the word for like the wall of a ship? There's a term for it. Bulkhead. There's a bulkhead door. One of the big ones with the spinning wheel, you know, one of those things. Or huge latch that you have to pull a lever.
So it doesn't sink. Yeah.
Big, huge, thick, heavy one, you know. Well, they get to that and they're like, oh, we gotta go this way, but it's blocked, it's stuck, they can't open it, the lever's rusted, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets his axe and he slams his axe in the crack of the door. This is a bulkhead door. It's like a vault door.
Yeah.
Slams his axe in there and pries it open. Of course he gets it. And he's opening it and he's got it like a bit... He's got it like an axe head width open. Okay? And one of the girls, he's like, go, and he's like holding it because apparently it's fucking spring loaded or I don't really know.
It's an automatic closing bulkhead
door.
Yeah,
what's going on here? But he's holding it with the axe and he's like, oh, keep going. And already I'm like, you have the axe head wedged in between the door and the door frame. Why? What are you trying? Like, it's a piece of metal that's already wedged somewhere.
Yeah, as long as you have it stable, you can go in as well.
You know? And he's like, go. And one of them goes to go through, but she's like, I can't fit. You know, whatever. And he's like, oh, God, that's gonna fucking close. And the other girl is like, oh, no. And she pushes the first girl through.
And then the door closes on her.
She falls halfway through. Door slams, quote unquote, shut. Yeah. The door like closes on her.
Right. And
the girl is like, the girl who's out now in the hallway is like, oh my God, Becky, no, oh my God. And Becky's dead.
Oh yeah.
And then John, or whatever the fucking dude's name was, who's still in the room with the axe that he was using, is like, now the axe is wedged? Like, the door is now fine, I guess? And it's still like her body is fucking there, you know? Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh no. And then he just like slides through the fucking gap of the door and the door frame. And I'm like,
that her body's holding open?
Yeah! Like, you were using an axe, metal, to prop that open. And now her body, like if it had enough if it had enough force to crush and kill her, it would probably crush her a little bit more than none at all.
Yeah.
Also her body, so he like
also how could she get stuck if the other person was able to push
her through? He walks through, but she's dead, crushed by the same gap that he's now walking through. And I saw that and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, this is a B movie, who cares?
Yeah.
It's not, like, the big, one of the big problems, like I mentioned, with the big A movies, the AAA movies, or whatever they're called, blockbusters, is that they're predictable.
Mm-hmm.
Vast majority of the time, they're predictable, especially nowadays, because Netflix has taken everyone's views. No one's going to go to the movie theaters to watch a novel movie, so they don't want to take any risks, so they just do the same script, the same pattern, the same plot, change up the characters, change up the setting.
Backfiring substantially.
Well, yeah, so it just leads to a lot of very predictable movies, you know, and it has the like the man versus nature, man versus man, man versus machine. Those
it's like a Grisham
sort of things.
Grisham novel, page for page, the same as before.
Occasionally, there's movies, and I might have mentioned this before, but one of my favorite movies, and mostly for one part, Endgame.
Oh yeah, where everyone dies.
Really liked Endgame.
And all the kids in the theater are crying.
And it's
it'll
like
be half a year before they stop.
It sounds really negative, but it wasn't the kids crying that made me like it. I liked the fact that there was no resolution.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know, it was like bad guy won, and that's it. See you later, everybody. And he won in a big fucking way.
Yeah.
He didn't just he didn't just nuke a fucking city. He killed the main characters.
Yeah, 50% of the whole universe. I
loved that. Yeah. And like I feel like they did a really good job of writing his motivation too. It wasn't the typical bad guy like I want to rule the world. It was like you could see the logic behind his, as immoral as it was, you could see the logic behind his drive. And I really enjoyed that. There was another movie I saw in Breckenridge. Again, I can't remember the name of it. Could never find it. But main character has a guy at gunpoint, and everyone's watching. Like he's captured this dude. Finally, they caught him. Whatever. And the dude's on his knees. Like I think he was handcuffed. And the guy is pointing the gun at him. The good guy, the hero, is pointing the gun at him, and everyone's like, no, like, don't fucking do it. And you're expecting, like, it zooms in on the gun, and then he fucking lifts it up, and it's like, alright.
Go to jail.
Alright, bring him to jail. But nope, he just fucking blows his head off,
Hell yeah.
and everyone is just in shock. In the movie, too. Everyone's like, oh my god. And I don't remember if he, like, continued being a good guy or if he turned into a bad guy, but I love when they flip the script like that.
That's what I liked. A lot of people I saw Drive with were like that when he smashes the dude in the elevator.
His fucking head in.
Yeah, and I'm like, what do you mean? This is normal, right? I just seen Irreversible where somebody gets their head caved in with a fucking fire extinguisher. And that guy was a lot.
Pan's Labyrinth?
Oh yeah, that one was way worse. Because it wasn't the good guy doing it; it was the fascist monster doing it to an innocent villager. Yeah, and they showed the whole thing. In Drive, you barely even see it.
Yeah, you can hear it, which is as bad almost. But
yeah, it's not even as bad as Goodfellas, where
Goodfellas, huh?
Goodfellas, where the dude smashes the dude's nose with the fucking butt of the revolver. You remember that?
No.
Well, there's a point like halfway through the movie.
I mean, I believe you. It's
where
Goodfellas.
Dude, he just like grabs his head and smashes the side of his nose with the fucking the butt of a revolver, and it's like from a distance, like it's from across the street in the suburbs, so it makes it way more terrible looking because it's from far away. It looks like live leak shit essentially.
Yeah.
That's always a lot more jarring, I think, than the close-up horribleness.
Speaking of like movies simulating reality, I've always found kind of fascinating. The movies are filmed at 28 frames per second, or is it 30?
24.63, but nowadays it's usually 60.
I don't think they do 60.
Well, they do 60, and then they pull some of them away depending on the look they want.
Because I was gonna say, I remember hearing that, and I was like, why wouldn't they just do the best frame rate they could?
Because
and then I'd see like daytime TV, like the daytime soap operas and shit, which I watch religiously, obviously.
Oh yeah, sure.
No, I've seen clips of them, and you see it, and you're like, this looks fucking weird.
Yeah,
this is
like
odd. It's like I'm there, like I'm sitting there with them, and that's when you realize, oh, that's 60 frames per second or better.
Yeah, I saw
the 30 frames per second gives us that separation of like, oh, this. I don't know.
I don't
know what it is. I just think it's really interesting.
The Criterion Collection refurbished version of Citizen Kane, which is a good movie. It's a fine film. But it was in like 4K, and it was on a 4K TV because it's originally film. But they also made it like 60 frames per second by like CGIing it. I don't know how, but it looked like you were looking through a window and outside was black and white. It was fucking wild.
What was this?
Citizen Kane. Yeah. They fucking they I forget what they call it. They redid it, revitalized it, but they didn't add color, so it was looking like looking through a magic mirror, and you could see like the backdrops, you could see like the paint on them in some
weird
shots. It was like, what the fuck? Yeah, a lot of the graininess and the fucking, you know.
It adds to it.
Yeah. It masks a lot of the problems with old movies. Because, like, it really did look like you were watching a play through a small window. It was really good, though, still. I don't know. It didn't pull away from it much for me. Citizen Kane's just good, though. I mean, it's a fucking rich guy. He just can't get happy at all, the whole thing. And he tries everything. He's just such a shithead.
I've never seen it, so don't spoil it.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright,
it's the sled.
A minute 20. It's the sled. Yeah.
All right, I do have a conversation.
He was dead the whole time.
Yeah. Ow, motherfucker.
Snape killed Dumbledore.
No. I never saw the last 2 Harry Potter movies.
Neither did I.
I couldn't be asked. Okay. So have you ever heard of the I can eat glass thing?
Sounds actually pretty familiar for some reason.
It's a linguistic project. No, it's pretty old. It's one of the early internet memes. It's a linguistic project called I Can Eat Glass by Ethan Mollick. And it said that when you're a tourist in a foreign country, you want to say something in the local language. But if you say, well, like, where's the bathroom, you'll immediately be marked as a tourist. But if you say, I can eat glass, it does not hurt me, you will be labeled as an insane native and treated with dignity and respect.
With dignity is an interesting word.
What other phrases do you think could have this effect?
That would make... Okay, what... Give me...
Similar to, I can eat glass, it doesn't hurt me.
Right. What's the... Give me some words as to, like, how it would make people think of you.
I mean...
Like, dignity and respect, I don't know if that's necessarily the most
anything
fitting.
that will make you seem not like a tourist, but somebody who's from there and is crazy. An insane native, I think, is what you're going for.
I mean, just, like, find out whatever the local leader is and say they're a reptile. Say they're a lizard person.
That's pretty good.
Because you say that and he's going to be like, okay, not only does this person... You know, because if you're visiting a place, typically you don't know the leader, the mayor, whatever it is. Even the president, or king, or prime minister, whatever it is of that country.
Yeah, no, that's...
You just use their name. It's like, okay, well, A, there's a likelihood that they're from here. They could also, for some reason, have studied up on that or know that. Assuming you're not from, like, you're not in England or some shit.
No, you'd be in, like, France or Spain or China.
Yeah. You can just say, like, the leader's a piece of shit. Yeah. Don't say that in North Korea. The great leader is a piece of shit.
You really don't want to be labeled as a tourist in North Korea either.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, maybe
I wouldn't want to be labeled as a local either. I think I'd rather be labeled as a tourist in North Korea than have somebody mistake me for a local.
Well, it depends where you are.
I don't want them to be like, hey, why are you with the tourists? Get back here.
Yeah. Well,
fuck no.
You'll never leave.
Yeah.
That's a good point. But if you're behind the wrong door and you have a perfect Korean disguise, which might be a bit difficult and problematic, then you'd want to be labeled as a local until you can, sneakily rejoin the tourist group where they're supposed to be.
I wonder if anyone's ever tried that.
Yeah.
The locals ever tried joining a tourist group, just like sliding in? I imagine it'd be very difficult because they keep very, very sharp eyes on the tourists.
Like they plan it months in advance. They have one floor of the hotel you're supposed to be on, and if any of you go on a different floor of the hotel, you're gonna have your mind wiped.
You're gonna be staying there for a while.
Yeah, you're gonna be sent back with a brain tumor or in a body bag.
God, that's so brutal.
Yeah, I know, man. Those people are freaks. They're freaks.
No way. Well, let's not say those people. We're not trying to get fucking racist.
No, I'm not saying all Koreans. I'm saying North Koreans.
No, what the fuck? The people who live there are fine.
Nah,
we're talking
not anymore.
About the leader.
Not anymore. They're not.
The leader.
Like when Kim Jong Senior was there, they were probably fine, just regular communists. But now they've been brainwashed for 3 generations. They're no longer fine.
Is that their fault?
No, but
Does that make them bad people?
People who are freaks, it's often not their fault. They're still freaks.
Does that make them bad?
You can be bad and have it not be your fault.
There's a lot of people who escaped North Korea. I don't know why you'd want to escape the place that if you were brainwashed into loving it.
Well, see, that's a very small number of them. And
that want to escape?
No. There's probably more people that want to escape, but there's a lot of people that don't want to escape, and they totally believe
How
it.
do you know that? How do you know that they believe it and they're not just saying they don't want to?
Don't question my intelligence.
I'm just saying.
Contacts.
I'm just saying.
No, here's what I'm saying, though, is that some of the people they send out into airports to assassinate people, they're still pretty fucked up, even if they, turn state's witness and are given a new life in South Korea. Like, they're still fucked up, brainwashed murderers.
Murderers?
They just got away with it. Yeah. Assassins.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about people who escaped North Korea. I thought you were like,
no.
every North Korean person is
No.
a murderous assassin.
Most of the people that escape the old-fashioned way by sprinting through the DMZ are fine. Like, they escaped on purpose. But I don't know if that's what your average Korean looks like. I feel like it must be like Russia. Like, they claim that Putin has 60% approval. It's probably more like 40. Like it is here for like Donald Trump or Joe Biden. 40% of the people actually buying the party line. A further like 40% of people don't care enough or aren't well informed enough to have a true opinion, but they don't like what's happening. They pay enough attention to not like it. And then you have the 20%, which will, try and run across the DMZ. That's what I'm imagining. It might be more because it's North Korea. It might be 40% looking for an opening to boogie so they can go to fucking Disneyland.
But imagine it like it makes it really, really difficult to judge. Like, and now I'm trying to devil's advocate a little bit.
Yeah.
It makes it really hard to judge approval ratings in general, like not even necessarily like statistic approval ratings, but if you say you don't like being there or that you're unhappy, you can get sent to a camp.
Yeah.
You are forced
to
say that you love it there.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no way. I mean, like besides the people who escape, so we know that like not many people are trying to fucking sprint across the border to get from America to Mexico.
Yeah. The only plot points.
The people who escape, you can be like, okay, these people can give us some insight.
That's the only way we get.
But that's it. That's all you have.
We only get it from people who escape. Chinese people who we've made deals with. And generally those Chinese people will be Chinese intelligence officials that we've made deals with. So, once again, can't fully trust that either. Even if they have jumped ship, because they might be holding shit back just because it's too dangerous. But yeah, from what I hear, most of the people that run through the DMZ have, like, found one of South Korea's attempts to, like the leaflets they'll occasionally shoot over the fucking fence, or
like a cannon, like a basketball game.
Yeah, or like the time we connected to North Korea's internet and spread around news from the actual world. There's a lot of these projects where they try and tell people in North Korea that they're in 1984.
You're in a bad place.
Yeah, what they're saying is lies. And they'll see that, they'll be like, that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
And then they try and escape. And if they do escape, they realize it's true fully.
Which would be hard. I mean, if you've lived your entire life
a certain way.
A certain way, and you don't know, like you're on another fucking planet.
Here's another conversation.
Everything you've heard is telling you that if you hear anything from another country, it's lies and they're trying to kill us.
Americans are literally trying to eat you.
Yeah.
Which they only get to tell people that because Japanese people did do some cannibalism back in World War II.
There's one man eats a fucking leg, and all of a sudden
they're gonna use it in propaganda forever. But we use that too, so it's not. Can't blame them too hard. They just, they rallied on it for a bit longer than we did.
Yeah. Stuck with it.
Yeah. Okay, we went a little long on that one, but I do have another one.
Okay.
Dr. Doom?
No.
From Fantastic Four?
No.
He's the bad guy with the metal mask, the MF Doom mask.
Okay.
And in the old days, his character was like, he's the autocratic tyrant of a third world country. And he's just automatically a bad guy. He's, you know, his people are poor and destitute, and it's a whole mess. But he's the king, essentially.
Okay.
They modernized it, so now Dr. Doom's country has free health care, fucking universal income, like amazing technology. There's robot helpers for everyone. It's a fucking paradise, a utopia. The only thing is you have to hail Doom and be completely loyal. That's the only thing asked of you. Would you?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, fuck, it's so easy.
I would actively try and sabotage the Fantastic Four at any opportunity if I had free health care. And that's all it would take. Free health care. Like, does Canada have a group of 4 superheroes trying to take them down for some reason? Because I'll go after them too.
Yeah, and I mean, like, in this hypothetical scenario, you don't even have to actively fight against the Fantastic Four. You just need to swear allegiance.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Why wouldn't you? The hell? It's not like they're saying, like, just so you know, I'm the bad guy, but, like, because for all intents and purposes, and on paper, in every sense, Doom is the good guy.
Yeah.
What? It's not like North Korea where you're eating fucking grass.
Yeah.
And if you slip up and make a mistake, your family's going to get punished for 3 generations.
Yeah, no, you can make a mistake as long as you're loyal.
Everything's good. Yeah. Why? What the fuck?
The comic book writers must have thought of that as like a devil's bargain.
Nope.
But no,
it's not.
It's super easy.
It's a gift. It's a gift.
Oh, man. It's the longest one yet. Well, thanks for studying this.
Thanks for listening to our episode on racism.
I hope in the future you have free health care and universal income as you toil away trying to translate these audio files into a usable virtual reality form. If theboneroom.com still exists, visit it for all your baculum needs.
They got some cool stuff on there. I just looked at it pretty recently.
Yeah, they got... I really want one of those fucking bone sculptures. Anyway,
they have full skeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Relatively cheap. Affordable, I should say.
Affordable, certainly.
Not cheap, but affordable. For a skeleton?
Yeah, for a human skeleton.
Yeah.
Some of the skulls are actually pretty cheap, and you wonder...
Yeah! Where'd you get these?
Yeah. Can you imagine...
How many hands do this have to touch in order to get here?
to get to a $15 price point. It's like, what did this guy do to be 50? Could you imagine? Like, your skull's getting sold for, like, under $30.
I mean, it would get sold for $0 fucking dollars, so $30.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hold on, I'm looking up the price of a skull. Now that we're talking about it. Featured products, human skulls. That's
Perfect.
easy. Human boners.
Whoa.
Nope. Ooh, they have pathological ones.
Oh yeah, they got weird, like, mutated
normal
ones.
Human skulls. Oh, they are fresh out.
Still wet.
Do they have... Oh, they do! Oh, no!
Oh, did you find full fleshed heads?
No. I was just like, I wonder if they have anything else in stock. I guess this is good for the listeners. They do... I'm not going to scroll anymore. They do have fetal and child skulls in stock.
Yeah.
So
yeah, big time.
$2,500. I wonder if the adult... Oh, fetal ones are
1900?
1900, yeah.
Yeah, damn.
They have a pathological human. I think the pathological ones are more expensive, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, yeah, it's certainly more interesting and rare.
Pathological one, human skull. It appears to not... It has Cruzon disease.
What's that?
Oh, he's got a big old forehead.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and his eyes are boned over.
Yeah, this is interesting. He's got that Cro-Magnon going on.
Weird.
Yeah, that one is $2,000.
$2,000.
Yeah.
Now,
For a human skull.
For a while, they had a...
Or you can just buy a flight to the catacombs. Get one for yourself.
And really fucking James Bond your way out of France.
Super fucking cursed.
yeah, not only cursed, but potentially have terrorism charges brought on you by France. But best of luck. That's what I'll say. Good night, everybody. Good night.